You're listening to Business Talk Radio, where we take business to the next level.
Rapping with Dr. Jacalyn connects you with experts from all over the world to help you take charge of your career, your business, and your life. Rap along with us. Visit drjacalyn.com to learn how to become a guest or a sponsor. And now, the doctor is in.
Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're joining us from in the world. We are happy to have you for another program today. This is Rapping with Dr. Jacalyn presents A Better You. Lessons from the best coaches, consultants, and trusted advisors. This is not an interview platform. This is a presentation platform. This is an opportunity for you, the expert, to come on our program and present a 15-minute lesson, something to make us better personally and professionally. And then you have the option of building your own playlist, a playlist of lessons and quizzes in which other people can take these, they can purchase them, get certified, and be better for it. My guest today is joining us from New Zealand, and she is my own personal coach. I am Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. I am your show host, executive producer, director, and broadcast engineer. And I can't wait to bring Mariska. It's so great to see her. How are you, my friend?
Hey, I'm good, and thank you for having me on your show today.
I am so happy that you're here, and I'm always amazed that the technology works. It's incredible, right? You're in New Zealand, and I'm in New Jersey, and here we are.
There you go. See, halfway across the world.
How are things there?
Well, we are going into winter, so a little bit chilly, but other than that, really good. How is things in New Jersey these days?
Well, you know, it seems that all I do is work. So we're on the water, but I never go outside. I think it's actually yesterday I did get out for a short walk. I think I walked for about 45 minutes. So that was nice, but I haven't been out today. So, but my mom and I are both vaccinated, and it's been 4 or 5 weeks. So I think Saturday we're going to do a little retail therapy.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Get
Yes.
out a little bit.
Exactly. Exactly. So as I was telling our audience, you actually are the catalyst, the conduit, the partner that I had that helped me come up with a plan A, plan B, and plan C to leave my corporate job and to be where I am today. So I never would have thought that where I am now is where I would be. So I thank you for your help. I couldn't have done it without you. And you are an ACC certified transformation and career coach. And I hope that people will contact you so that they can find their own lane and find their passion.
Well,
you don't have to
I felt privileged to be on that journey with you.
It's been quite interesting. So I'm looking forward to see where else it goes from here. But I want to let folks know how this actually works for this platform. So Mariska is a charter presenter of A Better You, which means that she was hand selected by Dr. Jacalyn to be on my team. And my team is a group of 25 individuals who are experts, leaders in their field. And they come on this program and present a 15-minute lesson, which will then be edited. And then I will ask for a 5-question quiz. We will package them together and we will put them up on our learning platform, which is A Better You something. We don't know the last word because of legal ramifications. We can't use university and we can't use academy. So we're looking into what we can use, and we will be launching the platform in June. So we'd love to have you with us. Maybe you're a content creator and you've already created your own content. There's plenty of coaches out there. I think on LinkedIn, there's over 6 million coaches. So if you already have workshops, you have training content, and you'd like to be on our platform, please go to drjacalyn.com. Yay. So Mariska will have 15 minutes to present a lesson, and your lesson today is on?
My lesson today is on resilience and building resilience. So we're going to discuss that a little bit more.
That is fantastic. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, I will spotlight you and put up the 15-minute timer. And then we will go from there. Sound good?
That sounds brilliant.
All right. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to Story Garden. Your host, Diane Boehm. I'm so happy to have you here today.
Diane Floyd Boehm tells wonderful stories that warm the heart, spark the imagination, and unite people and families across generations. For children, Diane's Harry the Camel connects with all of us who've ever wondered how different our lives might have been if only we'd been born something better, like a wonderful horse instead of an ordinary camel. In the end, we all learn along with Harry that there's nothing better than just being yourself. Diane's Little Girl in the Moon looks down on earthbound children and wonders if they know she's just like them. A story of love, home, and the bond between mother and daughter, its powerful theme that we're each of us different yet all of us the same plants a seed in children that promise us to blossom within a loving and trusting grown-up. Diane's new biography, Rise, recounts the experiences of her grandmother, Ruby, to reveal the hidden strength of the human spirit. Ruby's story inspires all of us to become the best versions of ourselves. You'll find all of Diane's delightful books and much more at dianefloydboehm.com. Visit dianefloydboehm.com. That's dianefloydboehm.com.
It's what we do together that counts. The Big Alliance story. A true story about faith over adversity, perseverance, and entrepreneurship. Read Earl's story and how he became an entrepreneur. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and Audible.com. For more information, contact Earl Hurd at earlhurd@bicalliance.com or call 1-800-460-4242.
You're listening to Business Talk Radio, where we take business to the next level.
Welcome back to Rapping with Dr. Jacalyn presents A Better You, lessons from the best coaches, consultants, and trusted advisors. You know, I think one day when I have enough time, I'm going to do a blooper reel of all of my hairstyles because
I will watch. I promise. I will definitely. I love bloopers.
I'm going to do it for sure.
It reminds me of a audio recording that my sister asked for during 2020 when my uncle had his birthday during lockdown. So the gift was for the whole family to just do a small audio recording to congratulate him with his birthday. Oh, I had 7 takes in all to try and get it perfect. And she's like, I'm going to send these other ones to him too, but because they were just so funny.
Well, we have to be able to laugh at ourselves, right? It's important.
Exactly. Life's serious enough on its own.
Yes, we want to have fun. All right. Are you ready to do your presentation?
I am ready. I just want to share my screen. If I can get
Share
this
your screen,
thing
please.
going. There you go. Do you have that?
I definitely have it. Okay, I'm going to add
Wonderful.
it here. I'm going to put up the 15-minute timer, and I'm going to remove myself. You know how this goes. Okay,
Yes.
here we go.
Okay, so today we are going to look into building our resilience, and we're going to go through 3 different ways of doing that. So the 3 different ways that we're going to be discussing is, first we're going to, I'll take you guys through a way of positive coefficient exercises. So that's the very first one. Then the second one is we will have a look at how our strengths can help us build resilience. And the very last one is cultivating positivity. So we'll take about 5 minutes for each one, more or less. Okay, so to start off with, we are first going to go through some PQ reps. So this is might be a new concept to some of you guys. Basically what it is just helping our brain getting into a more positive and creative space, and it helps us to bounce back from those different events in our life that might have brought us down. So the more we exercise this, the stronger our brain becomes, and the easier it is for us to actually get back on track and create what we want to be creating. So what I would like you guys to do, if visual is distracting for you around you, you can close your eyes. Otherwise, you can focus on the screen if you have this as a video recording. And you will see on the screen there is a few rocks in a tranquil water setting. So what we will do in our PQ rep is we will go through a few different types of exercises that you can try out and see which one you find works best for you. So the first one we will do, and you can do this with your eyes closed or open. If they are open, you can concentrate on the rocks. So what I would like you to do is to take in a deep breath, and while you are breathing in, really feel the air, how it's going through your nose. It might tickle your nose hair. It might be cooler than the rest of your body. Really experience the air going into your lungs. And then as you're exhaling, again, feel the air moving from your lungs, out your nose, the temperature difference, any sensations that you can feel, just really concentrating on your breath. So now that you have that, the next exercise that we will be trying out is I want you to put your index finger and your thumb together. And then rub your index finger and your thumb so you can feel the ridges on your fingers. Really pay attention to what you're feeling. So you can move them around ever so slightly. There's a very, very light touch. And then for those of you that would like to try this with your eyes open, what I would like you to do is, so on our little picture that we have with the rocks, I want you to look at that picture with the intensity of having to recreate it. So I want you to concentrate on the different shapes that you can see, the different colors, the shadings, and all the nuances in it. If you had to recreate by drawing this picture, I want you to look at every single little detail. Okay. So what we did in this exercise, you can open your eyes if you feel ready. If they were closed, and if they are open, that's all good too. So what we did in this exercise is we got the brain to be quiet. You would have noticed that you didn't have any other thoughts. You were just concentrating on that physical sensation. And that's what you do during your PQ rep. So you take a physical sensation and you just concentrate on that physical sensation very intently. It normally works really well if we can do that throughout the day, whenever it comes to mind, and preferably for about 3 breaths would be 1 PQ rep. The more PQ reps we can do during the day, the more we can exercise our brain in this regard and help us be resilient. So the next one is utilizing our strengths. So when I'm speaking about strengths, I am referring to the VIA strengths that has come from positive psychology. So there's a total of 24 VIA strengths, and these strengths are appreciation of beauty and excellence, bravery, creativity, curiosity, fairness, forgiveness, gratitude, honesty, hope and future focusedness, humility, humor, judgment, kindness, leadership, love, love of learning, perseverance, perspective, prudence, self-regulation, social intelligence, spirituality, teamwork, and zest. So you can find out what strengths you use most often by going to the VR site and filling in the free assessment, and it would give you an indication of what your strength is. Otherwise, just having the list of strengths, sort of think about what it is that you use a lot. If you are still unclear, we have done an exercise on gratitude. You can go back to the gratitude exercise and then just play around with that. Make that one of your strengths. So when you think about strengths, we all have all 24. We don't always use all 24 of them. We normally use we have top 5 that we use most often. It does not mean that the rest of them are then your weaknesses. It only means that you don't use them that often. So for resilience, what we do with our strengths is we use them in unique and different ways. So for instance, say you have the strength of creativity, and normally you would be using it in a artistic way by painting or by drawing or by writing books. You might want to see whether you can use your creativity in a different way by incorporating it into something that you do every day that has become monotonous, or maybe you don't even put any thought into it. That might be something such as creating meals. You just go back to the same recipes every time. So trying something different, trying a different way of making a meal, or trying different food types. Another way might be your morning routine. So instead of taking your shirt and first putting your head through the hole where you need to put your head through for your shirt, and then putting your arms in the sleeves. Maybe you put your arms in first and then your head through. Or you might even put your whole shirt upside down and inside out, and find a creative way for getting into the shirt in the less amount of moves possible. So that's ways of utilizing one of your strengths, such as creativity, to build resilience. What it does is it helps us to focus on something that we are good at, to help us get out of a situation or an event that we don't feel comfortable with, or that we feel brings us down. And then the last one is cultivating positivity. So with positivity, this is something that we can actually cultivate. We can make it more and really bring it into our life. So there's a lot of people that think optimism and pessimism is a state that you have, and once you have it, that's it. That's not quite how it works. Positivity is something that we can cultivate and grow for ourselves. And if you have ever noticed around you, if you are in the vicinity of somebody that is very positive, it is infectious. So it spreads. If you are positive, you will have a tendency to make the people around you more positive too, and they would like to be around you for that reason, among others. So for you to cultivate positivity, the two ways that we discussed before is ways of doing that, because we bring ourselves into more creative ways of thinking and being within our surroundings. Another thing that we need to take into consideration for positivity is that it's not necessarily seeing everything as shiny and brilliant and wonderful. That's not quite the way it works. So if something very bad happens to you, maybe you get an illness that really, really brings you down, or something happens at work, or whatever the case might be, it's not saying that, oh, I need to be positive. I need to make this thing as if it never happened. It is more seeing the thing that we might be able to learn from it, or getting that silver lining around the dark cloud, so to speak. So the more we focus on finding the silver lining in whatever the event is that happened, the better our brain gets at doing that. And the more we focus on the good things that's coming from any situation, the more our brain focuses on the good things, and the more positive we feel about it. Even when we have a failure that other people might perceive as detrimental, for us it doesn't feel that way, because we can see what we can learn from it and how we can change our approach to next time have it a more positive outcome. And I will leave you guys with this last thought, and it is that an event plus our own reaction determines the outcome. So if you think about this as a wee little mathematical equation, whatever the event is, you can't always control that, but you can control your reaction to it, and hence the outcome.
Brava.
Thank you.
Excellent. How do you feel?
I feel really good, and I hope between the three strategies there is some insights that our audience gained today that they would be able to implement throughout the week to come.
Absolutely. And I like the fact that you reference gratitude and the fact that you have another lesson on gratitude. So by the time we're finished, you will have at least 10 lessons that people can go to your playlist and they can buy as much as they want, as often as they want. They can play games. They can get certified. They can be part of the reward and recognition program. So we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, I would love if you would share with our audience the value that you personally are getting from this. And you're not a paid sponsor. You're not getting paid. So I would love to have you share that with our audience, if that's okay with you.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. We're going to take a break right now, and we're going to hear from my friend Margie Cedrone, artisan jeweler, and then we'll be right back. Located at 121 Haddon Avenue in Westmont, New Jersey, is Margie Cedrone, artisan jeweler. Margie's been in business for more than 30 years. She works with her clients to create custom pieces of jewelry to reflect their personality and help them make their own bold statement. Starting in the renowned Jewelers Row in Center City, Philadelphia in 1988, Margie works directly with her clients to develop one-of-a-kind pieces such as necklaces, engagement rings, wedding bands, unique watches and tennis bracelets, as well as a myriad of rings and earrings for everyone in your family. She also has worked directly with Dr. Jacalyn over the years, creating unique pieces of jewelry to reflect her personality. She does pearl stringing and repairs on site at 121 Haddon Avenue. Call or text Margie at 215-384-7155. Margie Cedrone Jewelry is open by appointment only. Make your own bold statement.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
You're listening to Business Talk Radio, where we take business to the next level.
Welcome back. This is A Better You, lessons from the best coaches, consultants, and trusted advisors. And I hope everyone will reach out to Margie Cedrone. She's been my jeweler for years, and I have so many beautiful pieces that she's custom made for me. She does an amazing job. She puts her heart and soul into it, and she will ship anywhere in the world. You can work completely virtually with her.
Ooh, nice.
So, yes, very nice. So back to you, my friend. So tell us what value you get out of being a presenter on A Better You, if you would.
Well, for me, the value is both in being able to share my content with a wider audience. So the audience that I would be able to get to just with my own network is significant, but not nearly as significant as it is with teaming up with Dr. Jacalyn. So that is definitely for me a big draw, as well as the fact that the more people I am able to help in the world, the better I can sort of put my creativity out in the world, because I've got my own mission that I want to be able to accomplish and help everybody rise up to a new level of being. And if I just concentrate on my own small group, yes, it makes a difference, but it doesn't make such a big difference. So that is part of helping me. And well, for anybody else out there that would like to get a little bit of a inclusivity, both for the community as well as having a different type of platform to actually speak on, because I know there's a lot of people that does YouTube and some people go on Facebook, whereas Dr. Jacalyn's platform is quite unique, being a radio show and being on a myriad of other platforms. Jacalyn, I can't even remember the amount of platforms you are on at the moment.
We're on 11.
11. Oh, see, 11. 11. I'm just doing like a YouTube. That's one platform, right? For me to be on 11 just by doing one show, that's so much better and so much easier. I don't even have to think about it. It's there. So I just love that. And of course, I know today I was the only presenter, but normally there is more than one presentation going on, and I learn so much from all the other presenters. I absolutely love that opportunity too. Every time that I'm on your show, there's something new, and there's somebody that has an idea that my poor little book is written full of notes. So yes, I absolutely cannot see why people don't want to be doing this.
I agree. I think in the beginning, people might have had a hard time understanding exactly what it was. People thought it was an interview platform. And then when I explained it to them, because it's, it's on my website, but it is definitely an opportunity for you to hone your skills. It's an opportunity for you to share everything that you've learned over the years and share it with other people. And the best part is when you put together your playlist, you have an opportunity to earn passive income. So while you're doing your coaching, your consulting, your advising, the register is just ringing. Your bank account is just getting more and more money. So we're looking forward to having additional folks join us. As I mentioned, we already have a team of 25 people, and we have had a number of people from the public who have joined us as well. So we'd love to have you. All you have to do is go to abetteryou.tv if you would like to be a presenter. And if you'd like to be on any of our interviews, if you would like to be a sponsor, just go to drjacalyn.com. There it is. So it's been great seeing you, and I always learn something from you. And as I mentioned at the top of the show, you are the reason that I've been able to start this platform, start A Better You, write a book, and there's a lot of other things coming. We have an in-person event called Journey to a Better You, which we are sourcing it. It looks like we're going to have it in Orlando or in Nashville, and it is the second or third week of October 2022. And it's for coaches, consultants, clients, trusted advisors, HR professionals, and anyone who's a supplier to any of these industries. We have a symposium and a trade show. So we would love to have you join us there. It'd be fun and learning.
That definitely sounds like fun, and luckily it is way in advance that you are giving this information out, so there's plenty of time to plan, even for me coming all the way across the world.
I know, and I can't wait to meet you in person. Yay!
Yes, that will be so wonderful. Finally.
Going to be fantastic, and I'm sure a lot of other people are going to feel that way too. It's going to be we're looking at a 3-day event in the middle of the week, starting Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And this way, because if it's in Orlando or Nashville, there's a lot of fun things to do, so people can pre or post extend. You come with your family members, you can drive, you can fly. We're going to have networking, we're going to have breakouts, we're going to have the trade show floor, we're going to have dine-arounds, we're going to have entertainment. So it's interesting that I sold meetings and events for 20 some years, and now I'm actually planning one with our advisory board. So it's so
it feels like it's coming full circle for you.
Yes, it definitely is. It definitely is. So thanks for listening. I would love, before we go, if you share with us the other things that you're doing. You have workshops coming up. I don't know if you have the dates figured out yet, but let's hear what you have going on.
Well, other than the one-on-one coaching that I do, I also do have a workshop with my friend and fellow coach, Kira. So currently we have our intake is complete for April. We have another date upcoming. We're still sorting out the date though, so do stay tuned. I hope that next time I see you guys, I'll be able to give you a date on that. If you do want any information, you can contact me at Mariska, Mariska, at journeytodiscover.com. And the 2 is the number 2.
So for those of you who are listening on the
yeah.
radio, I just want to spell it. It's Mariska at JOURNEY, the number 2, DISCOVER.com. Beautiful.
Mhm. Thank you, Dr. Jacalyn.
Thank you, Mariska. I'm hoping that people will, and obviously your workshop's already full, so you're doing really well. So if you want to reach out there, you better get there soon because there's no space left for April.
Definitely no space left for April. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
So you don't want to miss the next one, but that's great news. And it's been a real pleasure having you here. I'm just going to give some information about the shows that we have for tomorrow for folks who are interested. So just going to spotlights, and we have 5 shows tomorrow for Friday. So we start out at noon, and that show is called Fashion, Fitness, Travel, and Leisure. And my co-host is Diane Floyd Bame. I just love this woman. Our guest is India Harvey Beckinsale, and she is terrific. I've watched another interview that she did with Ian Pelham Turner, one of our co-hosts here, but on a different platform. At 1:30, I have a story to tell, and that's with Filiana Citridui. At 3:30, we have presenting Pet Psychic Amina, and our guest is Janet Childs. At 5 p.m., and I should have said all of these times are in Eastern time zone. At 5 p.m., we have stories of hope, inspiration, and overcoming adversity. And our guest is Stephanie Loreas. And at 6 o'clock, the last show for the week, it's the variety show with my co-host Lori Mendelson, and our guest is Shasta Townsend. You won't want to miss any of these programs. These people are all phenomenal, have so much to offer. We will be entertained and we will be educated. If you happen to miss any of the other shows that we offer, please go over to our YouTube channel, Dr. Jacalyn LLC, and you can watch any of our shows there after you subscribe. We certainly would appreciate it. Okay, it's time for us to say, yes,
it's a full day tomorrow.
It's a full day. And by the end of the day, I take the green screen down, I turn off all the lights, all the computers, and I just want to completely decompress because it is 14 shows in 3 days is definitely a lot in addition to the other things I'm doing, but I love it. So
very busy person, you.
Yes. So thank you again for being here. It's great to see you and always learn something from you. And I look forward to the next lesson that you book. And I want to say goodbye to everyone. We'll see you again tomorrow. We'll see Mariska maybe next week. I don't know when you're going to book again, but all right, perfect. Stay well. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. Say hi to people. Be nice. Give back. It feels so good. They're my words for today. All right. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.